Hey everyone, today I'll be playing awesome speedruns and hard levels from me, ZetaSSJ, Paul, PACO, Jacob, Wilson, and Fanatic. All really great creators and all have their own niche of special levels that they make. Just really top of the line people. This first level was my attempt at a falling platform kind of shell Kaizo level. It's a speed run, and I think it turned out pretty decent. I had Paul playtest it, and he helped me out a little bit. I did add a checkpoint, which is kind of uncommon for a speed run, but since it's a 50-second speed run, I kind of wanted to because it's kind of long for a speed run, and my preference, I usually like to have 20 or 30-second speed runs. This next level is from PACO. It's called They See Me Scrollin. PACO is a streamer on Twitch. He used to stream on YouTube. He still does uploads on YouTube for offline content. He is probably one of the best precision players on Mario Maker, and he makes some really great levels. So this was just some random level that I happened to come across in the recent arrivals. I thought it was pretty fun, so I decided to record it. Apparently the person deleted the level though, because when I went back to get the code, it was gone.
Mario time!
So this next level is from Paul. It's called a 20-second New Super Mario Bros. U Kaizo Dash. This was actually a re-upload. The original had this spring at this very top here, but it was a little bit jank to catch it, so he put it at the bottom, and I think it flows a little bit better. Paul makes some really insane Kaizos that are extremely difficult, but he does make some really cool speedruns.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
This next level is called Terrible Tuvocs 40-second Wiggler Run. It's one of my earliest levels that I've made. Turned out pretty well for the time. I really like the Wiggler aspect of it. I might make a sequel sometime if I'm feeling like it. I do just kind of like how all the Wigglers just barely miss you. It's pretty fun. Here we have another level from Paul. It's called Pay the Mole Toll for the Flagpole. It's a really cool Super Mario Brothers 1 speedrun. It's really fun how it has automatic Kaizo, so it makes you feel like you're actually doing really cool stuff when you're basically just holding right and jumping. It just shows how much effort he's put into making a level like this. Just all of this bouncing from the shell and all of these shell jumps are just tons of trial and error to get them to line up correctly. Next level is from Wilson. Kill the cheeps for your peeps. Wilson, alternatively known as Seahorse, is one of the best precision underwater players probably in the US. It's kind of insane, but he makes some really insane precision levels and some pretty cool speedruns. Make way for the incredible PACO! This next level from PACO is called Soup de jour, la Creme, Kazou. Whether or not I pronounce that right is not entirely known. This is a 20-second Kaizo that he made. It's extremely well done. It's pretty hard to do some of these tricks. Like that pow throw is really finicky because you have to do it at just the right time. And for whatever reason, I could just not hit this mitter. This next level is from Fanatic. It's called More Shellnanigans. Fanatic makes some really sweet speedruns that are very tight. And this is just one of his Kaizos, and I thought it was pretty fun. This next level is my 30-second spike fall. It's probably my most popular level. This one here is a remake that I did to fix a couple of things. There was one or two spots that the level would actually kill you when, you know, you didn't do anything wrong, so I fixed those. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward level. This next level is from Jacob. He is a streamer on YouTube. He streams every day, Monday through Friday. He's an earlier streamer, so I usually watch him towards lunch. He makes some really sweet levels, and he's pretty amazing at the game. He does a lot of viewer levels, and he also does a lot of retro games. And he's recently been playing some Super Mario World ROM hacks. This next level is from ZetaSSJ. He is a very famous content creator on YouTube. He does a lot of Mario Maker, and he has these, they're called the 99% Impossible levels. They're all pretty hard. I've beaten a few of them. This is his speedrun level, it's number 3. This one's probably his second easiest Impossible level.
Mario #1! Woohoo!
Going on to Impossible number 4, this one is one of my favorite Impossible levels. It's one of the harder ones. I think it has the lowest clear rate out of all of his. It's always been one of my favorite Impossible levels, and kind of one of my favorite levels in general. For whatever reason, it's just really fun to play. I actually do this part a little bit differently. Most people bounce that bomb to the right again, and then they do a spin drop off of it. For whatever reason, though, usually when you do that, you actually hit the bomb with the shell and it blows up, so I've found that doing this way is easier, at least for me. So I skipped number 5 because I'm just really terrible at New Super Mario Brothers, but number 6 is one of his easier ones as well. It's pretty short and only kind of has 1 or 2 hard tricks in it, so if you want to beat some of his impossible levels, this one is one of the easiest ones. This final jump, the mid-air, is probably the only hard jump in the level. At least I thought so. You just have to time it so that you hit the Koopa at the very top of the track and just do a regular mid-air. This next level is his Impossible #1 remake. I think he remade this because the Impossible #1, the original, had checkpoints, which made it extremely easy, at least in comparison to the other ones, so this one really upped the difficulty to make it on par with the other levels. And for the final level of today, Zeta's final level, at least, you know, for now. This one is my second favorite Zeta level after number 4. It's probably one of the most difficult ones in the top 3, and it is just fun to play. So for this final jump, I decided to do a mid-air instead, which is probably easier. The original strat is you actually just do a long shell jump, and then you have to grab that POW that you might have saw on the side of the wall and do a POW jump to get over the, you know, wall, which I think is a lot harder than just doing a mid-air. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to play and star all these amazing creators' levels. I'll leave links for all of them in the description. Till next time, see ya.